Good evening, and welcome to the Crypto Hangout Daily News Roundup. I'm your host, Crypto Crane, and today we're diving into the latest developments shaking the crypto world on this February 4th, 2026. From scandalous revelations to market shifts and innovative horizons, we've got the top stories. Let's get started. First up, a bombshell from unsealed Department of Justice files linking the late Jeffrey Epstein to an early investment in Coinbase. According to the documents, Epstein poured about $3 million into Coinbase 2014 Series C funding round through his company IGO LLC. This came after an introduction by crypto entrepreneur Brock Pierce, who highlighted the opportunity in emails. Coinbase co-founder Fred Ersham even discussed a potential New York meeting with Epstein to seal the deal. Interestingly, Blockchain Capital, tied to Pierce, planned a similar investment but backed out while Epstein went solo. By 2018, Epstein sold half his stake for a hefty $11 million profit. His overall holding was under 1% with no governance role. But this connection raises fresh questions about early crypto funding sources. Coinbase has not commented, but the industry is buzzing about transparency in venture deals. Shifting to market trends. Bitcoin is increasingly mirroring the woes of software stock sector, a correlation that's spelling trouble for Bitcoin holders. Recent analysis shows a 30-day rolling correlation of 0.73 with the iShares Expanded Tech Software ETF, which has plunged 20% year to date while Bitcoin is down 16%. Heavyweights like Microsoft, Oracle, Salesforce, Intuit, and Adobe are dragging the sector amid AI's rise, seen as an existential threat to traditional software models. Bitcoin, often viewed as open source software and an internet stock, is caught in the same downdraft, with tech bear markets averaging 14 months, and this one starting in October. Analysts warn of prolonged pressure through 2026, though a strong economy could offer some BTC resistance. Traders keep an eye on those software indices for Bitcoin Qs. In business news, Wall Street heavyweight CME Group is teasing its own cryptocurrency dubbed CME Coin. CEO Terry Duffy revealed during Q4 2025 earnings call that the firm is exploring initiatives to launch this token on a decentralized network, potentially for use in tokenized collateral and by industry players. This builds on CME's partnership with Google for a tokenized cash solution launching later this year, involving a depository bank. No details on whether a stablecoin or a settlement token, but it's part of a broader crypto push. 24/7 trading for all futures starting Q2, plus new contracts for Cardano, Chainlink, and Stellar. With 2025 average daily volume hitting 12 billion, led by Micro Ether and Micro Bitcoin futures. This could solidify CME's dominance in institutional crypto. Looking ahead, Europe is poised to lead the next wave of tokenization thanks to regulatory clarity. That's turning heads globally. The markets in crypto assets, MiCA, regulation, and DLT pilot regime are now in full swing, enabling banks to issue over 1.5 billion euros in tokenized bonds in 2024, and assets managers to test on-chain funds for retail. Real-world assets, RWAs, tokenized on-chain surged 260% in the first half of 2025 to 23 billion. Experts like Big Panda CEO Lucas Enzerdorfer Conrad predicted this unified EU framework will set global standards for interoperability, reducing silos and boosting liquidity. Giants like BlackRock, JP Morgan, and Goldman Sachs are already on board, signaling a shift from pilots to scalable, compliant deployments that could redefine digital assets. Now, let's move to our X news. Patrick Witt believes the president will sign the Clarity Act into law by April 3rd. Patrick Henry and Patrick DeWitt Tyler Williams discussed the future of the digital asset and suggest a potential April 3rd signing for the Clarity Act. Let's take a listen.
So if I can put you on the spot, Patrick, when does the president sign the Clarity Act into law?
Well, I have a birthday coming up, so let's say April 3rd. How about that?
From your lips to God's ear.
Here we go.
April 3rd. So we heard it here first. I've killed the microphone again today. This is the third microphone I've killed today. So Patrick Witt said April 3rd, the president will have the Clarity Act signed into law. That is optimism, but I think it's quite realistic given the level of work that your boss, and your boss's boss have put into crypto being made in America once again. And I must say, and to wrap this section, these are two examples of fabulous people working in government, working for the public interest here. And I think what you've just heard from this panel today is the best of this administration in Washington. They are committed to the public service and to getting quick and solid action on digital assets. This is a reason why we should be optimistic about digital assets in the United States, and the United States being once again the capital of crypto for the world. And so with that, thank you all for being here. Mr. Witt, Mr. Williams, and that is a wrap for this section.
Next up, we have Germany's largest stock exchange reportedly declares XRP the backbone of the new financial system. XRP could reach $7 to $9 soon, with potential to surge past $100 once the system fully runs on the XRPL. Trillions in global capital could flow into the XRPL after confirmation that $800 billion retail giant Walmart is now integrated via RealFi, with Walmart processing over $650 billion annually. Massive payment inflows could move through Real on the XRP ledger, creating a potential supply-demand imbalance. Real token, built natively on the XRP ledger, enables value transfer across a $654 trillion market. Limit supply and real-world adoption point to a potential supply squeeze. Do your own research, not financial advice, and let's see what they had to say.
Die großen Spieler, wenn die mitspielen, sagen die, okay, wir sind jetzt mit dabei und die und die und die Regel wird sich ändern. Und dann ändern sich natürlich auch Marktzyklen, da ändern sich Gesetzmäßigkeiten, da ändern sich Geldströme, da ändern sich Zusammenhänge. Und das alles sorgt meiner Ansicht nach dafür, dass wir hier quasi im Moment einen Reset des Kryptomarktes haben und damit quasi Betrachtungen aus der Vergangenheit, Fraktale aus der Vergangenheit meiner Ansicht nach an Bedeutung verlieren.
Solana is making waves with its new documentation of language learning model, ready, allowing developers to access any document page in a plain text version by adding .md to the URL. And here you see a description of what it does. As you can see, learning essentially Solana blockchain concepts include accounts, transactions, programs, program-derived addresses, and how tokens work on Solana. All data on Solana blockchain is stored as an account. Ripple Prime integrates with Hyperliquid to expand institutional on-chain derivative access. Ripple Prime announced an integration with Hyperliquid, giving institutional clients direct access to deep on-chain derivatives liquidity. This matters because it bridges traditional institutional infrastructure with decentralized trading venues, accelerating the shift of derivatives toward on-chain markets. Polygon surges as leading payment settlement layer in Q4. Polygon emerged as a top settlement layer for payments in Q4, with transaction volume jumping from $399 YOY to $3.57 billion, driven by accelerating adoption from payment cards and enterprises. And that is your crypto news wrap up for today. From past shadows to future innovations, the space never sleeps. Join us tomorrow for more news and more updates. Until tomorrow's show, good night.